good. Thank God Kim's going to play instead.
We're
going to start in a second.
God.
Aren't we, Tristan?
My Cheetos are on the porch. They just got chopped off. Can I go get my Cheetos?
I don't think so. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
I should tweet this out then.
Here we go.
You know it. Okay, you got it.
Oh.
You know it. Hello and welcome to You Know It, the game that brings people together 2 clues at a time. Today we have 4 fantastic contestants. They're beautiful and they're intelligent and they're talented and they're here, which is really good news. So we have Steve and Greg and Michelle and Stephanie. So welcome, you guys. Before we get started, let me just tell you how the game is played. It's very, very simple. When it's your turn, you pick a topic and you challenge one of your opponents with that topic. If they get it right, they get the points. If they get it wrong, you get the points. And everybody's got a chance to steal once. So before we get into this, let's introduce our contestants to each other and to our at-home studio audience, which is playing along with my brother in the chat. And if you're watching this later, you can't do that. But the first person up, oh, wait, where's my, oh my gosh. Here we go. All right, so the first time I've done it like this.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't
Inviting.
ready. I know it's very
Exciting. Raising fish. Will
Right,
we be tested on this?
The first person we have is Stephanie. She was born and raised in Los Angeles. She's a student and a teacher. Wow. She knows computer programming and raising fish, and she doesn't know much about sports or anything in pop culture prior to the year 2000. She actually thinks Cher is a man. Steve is actually her father. He grew up in Ohio and currently lives in Los Angeles. He knows about the keto diet and computers, and he doesn't know much about history or the French he took. And he is definitely not working on a top secret military time machine project for a government research organization. We all know that's true. It's not happening. Not happening. Michelle grew up all over, from the beautiful beaches of Honolulu to the not-so-beautiful beaches of Guantanamo, and is now a costumer living in Los Angeles. She knows about inseams, hat sizing, and what those laundry tag symbols mean, and she doesn't know much about anything that involves the word contemporary. And Greg, he grew up in his parents' house, which was in Texas, and lives in his own house, which is here, and in Los Angeles. And his job is to get drunk and watch bad movies, which is, nice work if you can get it.
Wow.
He knows a lot about happiness, and he doesn't know how to answer questions seriously, which is very clear. So, without any further ado, Greg, you're going to go first. So,
What?
Yeah, I know. Lovely disembodied voice. For those of us who can't read, could you please tell us what the topics are for today's game?
John, the topics tonight are simple tech, bad movies, nice tubers, good books, history, the easy question, the mystery question, which is worth double points, zoology, college, clothing, movements, and cities and cinema.
All right, Greg, what you gonna do when they come for you? What topic you gonna pick, and who you gonna assign it to?
I think I'd like to see Michelle answer questions about zoology.
No, you wouldn't. You'd rather do something else.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do something else.
So nobody has. But I have to just say, Shelley, you made good tubers sound dirty, which I really appreciate. And I mean the lovely disembodied voice. Okay, so Steve and Stephanie can steal. Greg, you cannot steal because when it's your turn and you're the challenger, you can't steal. So
that's good because I don't know anything about zoology.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Michelle, what creature has the highest metabolic rate of any warm-blooded animal and is the smallest of birds?
You know
I know it.
I heard Steve first.
Hummingbird.
Hummingbird is correct. Steve successfully steals that and uses his steal. And
I'd like to see the tape, please.
Yeah, we'll go back over that. And
on the field.
Lovely disembodied voice. Was I right about Steve?
John, you're always right about
Oh,
Steve.
fantastic. I wish this game could go on forever.
Ay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, Stephanie, it's now your turn. Let's take a look at the topics that are left.
I'm gonna give
Nice tubers to Steve.
Yes.
All right. Nice tubers to Steve. Oh, that's so funny. Good move, Stephanie.
I get that a
okay,
lot.
so Greg and Michelle still have their steals. Stephanie, of course, you can't steal this. Steve, what YouTuber co-founded Team Tree, which has raised over $20 million for the Arbor Day Foundation and has given away over $1 million to food banks this year?
I don't know it.
You know it. You know it.
Share.
Share. That's very, very, very close. No, that is incorrect. Stephanie, what's the answer?
I have absolutely no idea.
Fantastic. Nobody knows. It's Mr. Beast.
Oh.
I was
Oh,
gonna go
wow.
with I was hoping for like rutabaga here.
Mr. Beast to you.
It's
Gotcha.
Mr. Beast. Yes.
See, I don't know that because I've never seen YouTube. I've heard it's pretty good
Beast with a side of tubers is on the menu. Yeah.
I finished it last. I just binged it. I finished the whole thing, and it's good. It's really good. It's great at the end. At the end, it gets really kind of dirty. Okay, Michelle.
Nice tubers.
Oh, it's my turn.
Michelle,
so I'm
it's
going to
your
go
turn.
with mayonnaise to
Mayonnaise.
or movements to Greg. The glasses are just to make me look smarter. Okay.
I sure hope this is about mayonnaise because I do know a lot about mayonnaise.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
So
Sorry.
This is goodness. All right. I really want to write a question about mayonnaise real quick, so we're going to take a break. Go do some research.
Movements to Greg.
Okay,
Sorry.
so movement. So this is an unstealable question. This is actually
Ooh,
our famous non-question. This is a dance contest.
no.
In your chair, everybody who participates is going to get 10 points. And the person who is the best, does the best performance in the 30 seconds that they have, is, as judged by the lovely disembodied voice, don't blame me, is going to get an extra 10 points. And so without any further ado, Tristan, hit it!
We just have to dance?
Here we go! Yeah! Woo. You know it! You know it! You know it! One more! Do you? Hey!
It's hard. It
You
can't be
know
that
it!
hard.
Oh my God, that was very, very, very good. It might have
Crap,
been
I
one of
left
our
out my
best.
jazz hands. I forgot the jazz hands.
Yeah.
You can add him at the end. Lovely disembodied voice. What did you think?
Well, there were certainly a lot of different styles, and you know, such commitment. But I
Who
really,
looked the most like mayonnaise? That's what I want to know.
I was 100% Greg. I would just give my points to Greg. He was way better.
my eyes were in fact riveted to Mr. Benson.
Excellent. Greg, you get those 10 points.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. I think I just got the points because I was the only one who stood up.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
technically,
it's
they
a
said
matter
in your
of the
chair.
camera setup.
So
I don't have any place to stand up.
Yeah, it's about the it's you know what it is? It's white privilege. All right, Steve, it's now your turn.
oh dear.
I am going to give. I can't give bad movies to Greg because that would be too easy.
Well, I don't think he's drunk, so maybe the advantage.
Oh,
is-
so we might.
That is true.
Sober is a stumbling block.
Well, you know, but my daughter just watches social media now, so I'm going to give Stephanie good books.
Ah.
I'm going to give her
Good
good books.
books.
Considering that she hasn't read one in 9 years.
I read.
All right, so Michelle, Steve used his steal. Greg and Michelle could steal. Could steal. All right, Stephanie, who wrote The Client and The Firm?
I know it.
Oh, Greg knows it.
That would be John Grisham.
John Grisham. That's 10 points for Greg. Fantastic. And it's your turn, Greg.
Oh, it's my turn again.
Yeah, let's take a look at the topics.
You take a
And
look at the topics.
You take a look at the topics. You can't handle the topics.
Oh wow.
You know what?
Got heated.
I'm feeling generous, and I know that Stephanie.
How do we have so many points? It's 10 points per question, right?
Everybody got 10 points for dancing, Steve.
Oh,
all
thank
that
God, I
work,
don't
you
have
got 10
0
points.
points.
I get it. I get it.
You get 10
Listen.
points for showing up.
Wow. Nice.
I know that Stephanie is a student and a teacher, so I'm going to go ahead and give her college and see if she really knows her stuff.
Oh, great.
All right.
Listen.
College for Stephanie. All right. And let's see. Greg has used his steal, but he couldn't steal anyway. And Steve has used his steal. So, Michelle, you're the only person who could steal.
Sure.
Okay.
Do it, Michelle.
Yes.
Stephanie, what name is shared by the town that is home to the second oldest college in England and the town that is home to the oldest college in the United States?
Oh, this is not easy.
It actually is. It's really easy.
Ouch. Man. Mean man.
Don't know, but
Can I text the answer to Michelle so she can steal it?
Oh,
no.
can I? I'll just know it, and then I won't know it, and then I'll just. Is it Cambridge? No.
Yes. I'm going.
Oh.
Yes. That is
Yeah,
correct.
I know it.
You.
Cambridge. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm going
so
to. I'm going
panicked that
to.
I'm going to say I know it at the wrong time and have to eat it. That I've trained myself not to say I know it. Sorry. I know it. Cambridge. There. You can edit that part out.
I did hear her say, "I know it." She did say
Oh,
it.
good.
She said the
Okay.
words "I" and
Oh.
followed them with "I know it," and I think she said
I said
I'm
Cambridge
going to
before
say.
Stephanie did.
I'm
That's
just
all I
gonna
did.
give
it
it
was
to you.
closer. It was much closer than I came with my blank look. On my
Very,
phone.
very good, Michelle. You successfully stole. That was very good. Woohoo! Stephanie, you have the only steal left. If you
Great.
use your steal, everybody gets a steal again.
Steal.
So
Steal.
that's
Steal.
something to think about as it's your turn. And you can't steal this on this turn. So pick a topic and pick someone to challenge with it.
I'm going to give history to Greg.
Oh, that's great because I know
wow.
about everything that's happened before today.
Okay. So, Greg, nobody can steal. So, nobody can steal. During what war? Okay, what's the answer? No. During what war was the U.S. Capitol building attacked and burned, and the Star-Spangled Banner written? During what war was the U.S. Capitol building attacked and burned, and the Star-Spangled Banner written? Was the Star-Spangled Banner written?
The Civil War.
The Civil War. Wow. No, that is incorrect.
Okay, I don't know the answer.
There was the American Revolution and the Civil War, and between the two, there was a war called the War of 1812. So those points go to Stephanie.
Hey.
Yay! I think that's the first time someone got something wrong and somebody get the other points. Michelle, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Clothing to Steve.
Oh, clothing.
Oh,
to
because
Steve.
I'm such a anti-snappy dresser. Thank you. Thanks.
No, because you look cute in shorts. Just
All right,
Okay.
Stephanie, you can steal this.
Okay.
Michelle, you can't steal this. I think you know it, though. Clothing. What clothing gets its name from the Latin word for a shoe that was worn by comic actors and is in the name of two current Major League teams with an alternate spelling? What clothing gets its name?
I know
from-
it.
Socks.
Oh, Miss Stephanie stole it. She got, when you steal it, you get the right to answer. She took that right to answer away from her father. It reminds me of the story of Esau and Jacob somehow. What is the answer, Stephanie?
Socks?
Socks is correct. Everybody has used their steal. This is the earliest in the game this has ever happened.
Dun dun
Who
dun.
knows what's going to happen? Everybody's got a steal now. Everybody has a steal. And let me tell you, I'm just going to add a new rule. If everybody uses their steal again, everybody gets a steal. I mean, I think that was implied, but it's never happened. It's never been possible until this moment. Steve, it is your turn. Let's look at the remaining topics, and you tell me who you want to challenge.
Cities and cinema to Michelle.
Oh,
Okay.
to Michelle now. So Greg and
Geography.
Stephanie.
Oh dear.
Greg and Stephanie can steal. Oh, why am I? I could. This is a mouse I could move. I could stop leaning over, and I knew that. I've known that for a month, and I just forgot it. Okay. So, cities and cinema. Visual question: what name is shared by this city and this movie?
I know it.
Oh, I know it.
Greg,
Oh man.
what is it?
Casablanca.
Casablanca. Not a bad movie. A very good movie.
It is a
But
good
you're
movie.
not drunk. So that's
It's kind of a
perfect.
cool town.
And it's a cool town. Yes. So you, Steve, you've been there, right?
I have. I've seen that mosque.
And Stephanie, you've been there too,
Apparently.
right? Okay. It's the largest city in Monaco. And it's not the capital though. But now we're down to the last four.
Largest
questions.
city in Morocco, but whatever.
Oh, Morocco.
Mm. Monaco, it's a little different.
I've just got to turn in. Okay, I'm no longer writing any questions.
Yeah, no more questions.
Lovely disembodied voice. You're just going to have to write.
You
all
can
questions
write them,
down.
you just can't spell them.
All right. So now we're down to the last four questions in the challenge round. Lovely disembodied voice. What is the score?
John, Steve has 20 points.
Mm.
Wow.
Michelle has 30 points. Greg has 50 points, and Stephanie is in the lead with 60 points.
Wow. That's
Huh.
fantastic. So everybody is within striking range. The thing that I want to tell you and remind you, and I like to stop at this point in the game because the last four questions are worth 30 points. The last four questions are worth as much as the first 8. And you have left the mystery question, which is now worth 60 points. And so I call that the bomb cyclone of topics.
Mm.
The easy question is also there, and it is gosh darn easy. So now it's the interesting thing is you got to take a look at who's got the most points and who has got a steal left and what topics you want to do. It's all very, very complicated and could make a big difference. A lot of people come from way behind at this point to win this part of the game, and then they go on to lose. But that's for the future. So Stephanie, Michelle, and Steve all have steals.
On that positive note.
Exactly. Greg, it is your turn. So Greg, choose a topic and challenge somebody with it.
I choose a simple tech, and I think I'll give this one to Steve.
Not my wheelhouse.
Oh well.
Yeah.
That was a good move. I think that's a really good move. All right.
Who
So
can steal?
Stephanie and Michelle can steal.
Okay.
Greg used
Nope.
to steal, and he's also the challenger, so he can't steal. Steve Hutz, what word is used to describe a short electronic message designed for communication between mobile phone users and...
I know it.
Who said that?
I know
Steve?
it. I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to cut it off.
Okay, good. What is the answer?
An SMS message.
That is incorrect. Ouch! Oh, you should have waited for that. Because the next clue is what the T in HTML stands for.
I know it.
I know you do, Stephanie.
Yeah.
And that's well, okay, Stephanie, what is it?
Text.
Text. You have successfully stolen that. 30 points to Stephanie, and it's your turn.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. Do I get any points since Steve missed it?
No, because Steph stole it.
Because I stole it.
Steph stole it. You get the points if Steve got it wrong, but Steph stole it.
Okay,
You
got it.
did get it wrong.
Because, yes, he got it wrong, but then Steph stole it You can steal until I reveal the answer.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Stephanie, go ahead. Go ahead. Pick a topic.
I'm gonna give the easy question to Steve.
I need it.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Thank
All right.
you.
So, Michelle, you could steal this. Yeah. All right. Steve, easy question.
I'm not going to get it.
You're not going to get it? Okay.
No.
Well, establish
Text.
that up front. All right, Steve. Who lost the national popular vote for president twice and was impeached?
I know it.
What? Oh, Michelle stole it out.
Unfortunately, I know this is Donald J. Trump, although I don't know what the J is for.
Unfortunately, the J stands for John.
Oh. Well,
So
we'll
I'm
just call
changing
it
my name to
something
impeachment.
else.
So you can just call me Peachy.
I am getting really tired of all the peach flavored beverages, I gotta say.
All right, Michelle. It's now your turn. There are
Oh,
two
okay.
questions left. There's the mystery, which is worth 60 points, and bad movies.
Oh no. And
You
who
can
has
take a-
steals left?
Steve is the only person with a steal left.
So bad movies to Steve.
All right, bad movies to Steve.
Am I the only one who's really disturbed that Steve lost his head?
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
the only one.
Oh, that
The rest of us
Happens
know.
a lot. It's okay.
That's just yeah, hothead.
All right, Steve. Yeah, nobody can steal this, so I'm going to take my time. All right, Steve. This is a bad movie. What movie featured Maisie Williams and Anya Taylor-Joy and was the last X-Men film made by 20th Century Fox? Go ahead, Steve. Let's hear it.
Last X-Men. What's the Wolverine?
Wolverine. That's really good. That was very, very, very close. It was off by like 2 years. The New Mutants is the answer. And I saw it in the drive-in, and I wanted to return my car afterwards. Very, very bad movie. Have you watched that movie, Greg, in bad drink while drinking?
No.
No, you should. It's really bad.
Do you just have Showgirls on slow repeat? Is that what
Oh
you're
my
doing?
gosh, Showgirls is my number one favorite.
Showgirls and a box of wine every day.
That's
Just call
just
it
the
just
best.
like, oh, the sun's up. Start
you s-
pouring.
Have you seen the
Showgirls,
Hudson
like-
Hawk? That's the one you really got to see.
Oh yeah, we've never watched that on the show though. That's a pretty bad movie.
That's an
Oh,
excellent
it's an
movie.
actual show. It's not just you sitting alone with no pants on.
No,
I
it's
see.
It's both.
it's a live Twitch show. Yeah.
I see. Okay, I got to get on the Soch meat then. Meet some Soch.
All right, Steve. Steve, there's only one thing left, and it's worth 60 points.
Oh no.
Nobody has a steal but you, so nobody can steal it.
Dang.
So if somebody gets it wrong, you get those 60 points. And if they get it right, they get those 60 points. So who are you going to assign that to?
I'm going to give it to Greg.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's
thank
nice.
you.
There you go.
All right, Greg. I know.
SMS.
Stephanie's shocked and appalled.
Give him the easy question.
Yeah. See how they do you? See
I
how they
know.
do you?
I know
It
it's terrible.
builds character.
It
doll.
was
It
based
builds
on
character.
scores, not on, favorites.
It's your
Yep.
dad. It should be on favorites. Sorry, dude.
No, it should be.
Sorry.
Greg,
That's dad code, right?
all right. What name is shared by the programming language of the year for 2020, according to software quality company TIOB, which stands for the importance of being earnest. It really does. And the longest snake in the world.
Can any of us steal?
Okay,
Nope.
that's
Nobody
easy.
can steal. Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, I know this one. Steve.
Steve,
Is
that
Why
your
am I
answer?
the longest snake?
is that the answer?
Yeah, Steve. That's actually correct. I know that for a fact.
Well, it's the person who's going to get the points.
Thank
It
you.
is Steve, and I think Steve and Stephanie know the answer. What is
Yes.
the answer?
Python.
Python. That is correct. A python, specifically the reticulated python can grow to 20 feet long, and the longest ever found was 30 feet long.
Why didn't you just say it shared the name with the greatest sketch comedy group of all time? Why didn't you just
Oh, good.
Oh.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Yeah, I should have.
Bonus
Well,
trivia
I'll do that
question,
next week.
Trivia.
All right.
I'll
Laurel and
save that for
Hardy?
the elimination round.
Laurel
Okay.
and Hardy?
No.
Lovely disembodied voice. Where are we? Who has won the challenge round? What are the places?
John,
Hmm?
we are on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Greg has 50 points.
Yeah.
Steve has 80 points. Michelle and Stephanie are tied with 90 points each.
Oh my gosh. So that
Woohoo!
means that since Stephanie went before Michelle is in first place. So she goes,
No.
advances to the final, and she waits with blood
Steve's
in her
gonna lose it
eyes
all.
for the opponent to reach her in the octagon as they
It
go
just proves
through.
how arbitrary the game is. That's all.
It's not arbitrary. God, it's so mean. Stephanie, you move on to the semifinal, and then Steve is in third, and Greg is in fourth, not last.
No, that's last. Fourth is last.
Well, it sounds bad when you say last.
You can just say it. Greg's the worst player here.
No,
You can
no.
just say that.
Well, we're inventing a new
No,
title.
you have more points. You have
Greg-
more points than John.
Greg is the
Yeah, that's right.
challenger. The challenger. That sounds like you're ready to take things on. He's the
All right.
challenger.
So before we move on to the elimination round, let me see if there's anything that anybody wants to talk about that they're excited about. I'll start with
Right.
You Know It, the game, the card game that you can play at home. It's available at youknowitthegame.com. And here's the cool thing. You buy these cards, I'll send them to you, and they have these little numbers on the back. So if anybody else has this deck, you can play with them remotely. So you can play with friends and family around the country.
That's great. And just use the code 50OFF. You get 50% off, folks.
Oh dear.
And Greg will make up the difference for me.
Yeah, that's very big of him.
Also, I'll say this again, but subscribe and lovely disembodied voice. Do we have actually a winner on the side game?
John, we do.
Ooh.
We Cricket and Scott both answered one question each.
Mm-hmm.
Josh answered 3 questions, and Leslie answered 5 questions. So
Oh,
Leslie,
wow.
Smoke!
Huzzah.
Congratulations, Leslie. Awesome job. Congratulations to everybody who got one right. And thanks for everybody out there watching. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the elimination round to find out who wins the big prize and takes home all the money that I have in my pocket. Yeah, no, that's accurate. So right now we're going to have Greg and Steve. So Stephanie and Michelle, if you could turn off your video for a minute, we'll just face off. It'll just be a testosterone fest here.
Oh.
I like the way it is for me, right? I'm in the middle and you guys are up and down. So it's very confrontational.
It's very
Okay.
Brady
It's
Bunch.
like a John Sylvain sandwich.
It is. It's just like a John Zane sandwich with lots of mayonnaise involved.
Mm.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is, Steve, you're going to get to pick the topic. I'm going to read 5 clues. And either one of you says, I know it, because you know it, then you get to answer the question. If you answer it correctly, you move on to the semifinal and face Stephanie. If you answer it incorrectly, your opponent goes on to the semifinal and you are eliminated.
So
Oh,
either of
from
us
life?
can either of us can answer it.
Oh my gosh. I forgot to ask everybody what they were going to plug. I just plugged my own thing. I just moved on. Boy, oh boy, that was a mistake.
Oh, the show
I'll
is
ask,
ruined.
I know it's ruined. I'll ask you guys to plug things at the end. I'm sorry, but let's go on. Let's go on with the game right now. So we have the topics. Let's see the topics for the final elimination round.
That was exciting.
Yeah. So Steve, you pick the topic.
I'm gonna go with geeky letters because, well, yeah.
All right, geeky letters. Now remember, I have 5 clues. And at the end, if nobody picks one, but I think they will, then Greg, you have to answer, but because you're last. Okay. Remember, I know it. What letter is used to denote the set of all rational numbers and is the name of the super powerful entity that first appeared in the pilot episode of Star Trek The Next Generations and is a code name for a high level of security clearance?
I know it.
Steve?
Q.
Q! Q is correct! Q is correct. Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So when do I get my chance to make a comeback?
That was it.
How's this work?
Next
How's this
week, an
work?
exciting episode.
All right, Greg. Don't go away, but please turn off your video. No, don't go away. Oh, wow.
He's
That's-
going to get into full Yeshin Blechen. Yesh mode. Blechen Meshin mode.
Stephanie,
Goodbye.
turn on your video.
Yeshmin.
It's now time for. Now, Stephanie, you pick from the remaining topics.
Ooh, weird animals.
Weird animals. All right. Same rules apply. If you know it, say I know it. And if you get it right, then you move on. If you get it wrong, the other person moves on. Weird animals. What animal gets its name from the Greek words for flat-footed? And
I know it.
Steve?
Platypus.
Platypus is correct. Oh my God. That was kind of brutal.
Oh,
It was very brutal.
All right, Steve. Yeah, thanks for playing, Stephanie.
Wow.
Michelle, come on back for the final round.
Did you
Platypus.
see that? There was smoke on that one. That was crazy.
hey, I have to make up for all the dumb answers I gave through the,
Wow.
the course
Although
of
when
the
you're
game.
when you pull the when it's weird animals, you got like 3 animals. You got camels and platypuses and I don't know.
I think I was in
Badgers?
that group.
Like Anyway, sorry. I digress a
Echidnas,
lot.
which are related to.
There's nothing weird about a platypus. They're
Well,
lo-
not to a
lovely
mom
and
platypus.
No,
She loved
they're-
all of her platypi.
they're huggable.
Okay, I just have to. I have to say. Okay, the next clue is it glows blue-green under black light. It has spurs on their back legs that in males deliver poisonous venom, and was the mascot of the Olympics in Sydney, and is one of the few mammals that lay eggs. And there's some other weird things about platypuses that are kind of amazing. It's also the mascot of Darwin, which is the basis of the Mac OS. But be that as it may, Michelle, it is
exhausted.
now. Yeah, I know. I was exhausted writing all that, and none of it. I mean,
And none of it got used.
None of it got used, so I had to say it. Okay, Michelle.
1812.
Nice names.
What? No.
Nice
What?
names. Cool places.
Oh, I pick?
Yeah.
Oh, I pick. Nice names.
Nice names. All right. So the rules are a little bit different now. In order to win, you have to get the right answer. Okay. So I'm going to read the clues, and whoever says, I know it, if you know it, you answer. If you get it incorrect, the other person gets a chance to answer. If you both get it wrong, then we'll just move on to the other topic. Okay. You can't win by not getting it right.
Losing. Okay.
Nice names. What name is shared by the U.S. National Forest that was the site of the largest wildfires in California history, and the woman who appeared in 3/4 of Monty Python's Flying Circus episodes? I mentioned Monty Python.
You
Greg.
did.
And the short-lived Family Guy spinoff.
I know it.
Oh, you do, Michelle. What is it? Uh-oh.
No, I don't know it. I want to. I'm vacillating. I'm gonna say falls. No,
You're gonna say
it's
what?
redwood. No,
You're
redwood.
gonna say redwood. Redwood? Is that your answer?
Redwood.
Oh my
Am I
gosh,
correct?
redwood. That's not right.
Yeah, no.
Steve?
Largest fire. I just had it.
No, it's the site of the largest fires in California history.
Mm,
Oh, California history. That goes back a
Two
pair
of
of
them.
ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's it's two fires and one of them was recent.
Oh.
So the clues I said with the U.S. National Forest that was the site of the largest wildfires in California history. The woman who appeared in 3 episodes of Monty Python, 3/4 of Monty Python Flying Circus episodes and all the movies. I'll just throw that in there. And the short-lived Family Guy spinoff.
Is this when I can step in and steal it?
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that if that was part of it. That would maybe I'll just add that in, but not in this game.
I you know what? I don't know the real answer, so I'm going with Gladys because I think it's a funny one.
Gladys.
Yes,
Gladys
Gladys.
is very good. That is wrong. That is
Son of a
wrong.
bitch.
The other 2 clues: the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. And Greg, do you know the answer?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. That is correct. Cleveland.
Oh yes. Okay.
The
Oh,
city in Ohio where the Browns play football is the final clue.
yeah.
But now we're going to move on to the final topic and see if we can
Go
get
Browns.
this one right.
Can I pick it? Can I pick it? Cool
Yes.
places.
Yeah, you can. That's good. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
I want to go to cool places with you.
All
I
right.
want to go to. Sorry, this is not a copyrighted song. Sorry.
All right. You have to get this right because I don't have another one.
Prepared. Excellent. I'll just
I-
mud wrestle Steve later if we both get it wrong.
I did 5 last week, but then I decided you guys were smarter than those people.
That's not
No,
true.
no,
What
no.
continent? What continent is the 5th largest and has the highest average elevation and receives the least rain but has 80% of the world's fresh water and is the windiest?
I know it.
What is it, Steve?
Antarctica.
Antarctica! That is correct. Steve Hutz, you have won. But it's not official until the lovely disembodied voice makes it official. Lovely disembodied voice.
So
Correct.
she's laughing at me.
She's laughing with us, not at us, with us.
Because you know it.
Wait. Lovely disembodied voice.
Okay.
Could you say that again? Because we didn't hear half of it. Tristan, could you put? There we
You're the
go.
winner.
There we
It
go.
was an animation.
I'm
I think.
famous. I'm on the placard.
No, let's go back to
Woohoo.
that thing and let's do this again because it's the first time we've done it. Okay, lovely disembodied voice. Who's the winner?
Steve Hutz, you're the winner. Congratulations. You're the winner because you know it.
That's so great. I want to take a picture of that. Like my only time I'm ever going to be famous. Oh, we'll put it back up. Cripes.
All right, Stephanie and Greg, would you please come back? Please come back.
Please.
Please come back.
We've sent them off to Antarctica.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for playing. This is really wonderful. And now I want to give you an opportunity to tell us about things that you're excited about. Because I messed up. We're supposed to do that before the elimination round.
Right.
And I just talked about myself. And then I went on because I'm really selfish. Steve?
I'm very excited about the tours I'm going to be leading in Antarctica to see the platypus breeding grounds. So you can sign up at platypustours.com, and I will be, taking leading an expedition of 7 people to Antarctica to see the platypus breeding grounds.
Well, I have to say the last clue that you didn't go to is that the original name of Antarctica was stolen by Australia. Did you guys know that? It
Wow.
was stolen. So it didn't have a name for like 100 years. Michelle, is there anything
Yes.
you want to tell us about?
I've made some highly technical visual cues. You can go to, there it is, pattymiles.com.
Yeah.
She leads artistic clarity courses. So if
Oh,
you
cool.
are having a hankering to do something artistic and don't know where to begin, she has fun little exercises to get your brain going. If you are crafty, you can go to yarnfun.com and get all your supplies.
Awesome.
And they have knitting and crocheting and felting and all the supplies to go with it, and classes to go with it, and tutorials along the way if you get stuck. And
Have you
then
seen that, Stephanie?
you can.
Stephanie likes to knit.
Excellent. You can go to megmaggie.com and get some chocolate goodies. And I recommend Brian's Bar because it's really yummy.
Okay.
And those are all small businesses just trying to make a living and pay for, kids' supplies and ballet class and all that kind of stuff, so you can support local and small, or not so local and small.
Excellent. All right. Thank you. Greg, what about you?
I just signed up, and I'm so excited to be one of the first people to go on the Platypus Tour with Steve. You can go to platypustours.com and
Thank you.
join me there. We're going to go to the Antarctic, and I'm really excited about that.
Did you know you're not supposed to say a URL unless it actually exists?
That's yeah, sure.
It will
That's on
exist.
network.
It exists. If
you
it doesn't,
can,
it will exist. I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve, Steve is getting it right
Knowing
now.
what I know about the internet, if you click in platypustours.com, your eyelids will be seared.
Yeah, that's right.
You can also find me at fbi.org. And if you guys want to send me an email, anybody can write me. It's president@whitehouse.gov.
Excellent.
Thank you, Greg.
Sure.
Thank
I'm
you
happy
very
to plug
much.
my stuff. I love plugging my stuff.
I'm sure you do.
Putting this show on the FBI's map that way is very good. And the Secret Service is great. And Stephanie, what about you?
I was gonna plug those, what you just put up. You know it is on social media. You should follow our social medias for fun clips from the game and trivia and other things. So go and follow us on our social medias.
Stephanie, when you're a
Woohoo.
contestant on the show, Stephanie helps with Instagram and so forth. But when you're a contestant on the show, you shouldn't say us. makes it look bad.
Kind of a giveaway.
I'm in a group.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause for Steve for winning. A round of applause for Greg for playing for the first time. He was the only virgin on the show. Everyone else has played at least once before.
Yep,
Now
I've
he's
never had
deflowered. Now he's, as they say,
You'll never see him again.
We'll never see him again. He'll never come back because he had a terrible time. I could tell. It was just awful. And did you guys have a good time?
Woo!
All right,
I'm
good.
the only one.
If you're watching at home, if you're watching on YouTube and you're one of the many know-it-all fans out there, please tell your friends. And if you enjoy the show, please go ahead and tell me because I like that. And without any further ado, let's say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Here we go. You know it. You know it. Hey, buddy, come on. Look. Wait. You know it. Do you? Hey! You know it. Boom. You know it. Hey, Charlie.
Great, you guys.
Good times.
Hilarious.
You say hi?
Bye.